Okay, and you broke the rim. I'll give you 8.5. Are you gonna make it high?
Yeah.
Oh snap! Yeah, let me see what you
3
got.
point.
It ain't gonna get no higher than that, Shay. I bet.
Okay, let me see. Let me see.
Oh.
Yep. I'll get that one a 10. 10 out of 10.
All
You
right.
broke the rim and it was higher, yeah. You ate that.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Let's play some.
Who is your favorite
Hold
rapper
on.
of
Hold
all
on,
time?
Jacob.
You better duck down. Coming for the heads if this went over. Coming for the angel, we ain't shocked, but ain't no way these bitches sober. You know that they be salty, they find a way to fuck me.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm way too costly. Nigga think he's special, get outshined by little bros. Keeping up with all the Jones, he almost sweaty chasing hoes. Used to be that nigga's hard to stand up on your own. Nigga lurking on my page, he wanna kiss me through the phone.
Shay. Good evening, everyone.
All my Bushy Head fans, rise up!
And we
Rise
have a
up!
special guest for you. We're gonna run down some things first. So here's I did a little bit of research, and you
Mm-hmm.
tell me if this is absolutely correct. So
Okay.
first thing that came up was, let's say, uh, featured. He was featured once before on KPRS, and that was for the "Is You the Remix" by Lady Killer. Then you was nominated this year for Best Female Rap Artist by the Choice Awards people for 2025. And then you did some other interviews. I seen that one was Sky Colley highlighted your passion and rising potential. Then also
Yes.
for the people, you also is Jacob's cousin, and so we have Shay
Yes, it
Lyric.
is.
Welcome her to the to the podcast. Clap it up. Let's go, Jacob.
Clap! I say clap, my Bushy Head fans! Clap!
So
Yes,
we
I'm so
just want to
glad to
thank
be
you and welcome
here.
to the
Who's your
podcast,
favorite?
and
Who?
we're just
What's
gonna
your
have some
favorite
fun
movie?
with it. And so Jacob always wants to start off. What you got, Jacob?
What's your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time, I would say Friday. That's my favorite movie.
That's a
I could
good one.
quote it.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Thank you. I could like quote the whole movie. It's a really good movie. It's my
I
favorite,
know
and it's
it's
so
such a
funny.
fun movie.
It is. It is. And it just feels very nostalgic to me, because we all grew up in neighborhoods that was similar to that. So we could all relate to the characters.
Yep. Who's your favorite rapper?
My
That's a
favorite
hard.
rapper right now, I would say Kendrick Lamar.
That's a good one. But Drake though.
I'm sorry. I can't give it
Drake
to him.
Drake puts out some fire stuff like
I like
he puts out.
Nokia. And Nokia's cute. He trying to get the girls back on his side because the boys was bullying him. So he trying to get us back on his side. But I think
You want to
he's a
collaborate?
good artist, but he's not better than Kendrick Lamar.
But
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
know what's funny though? Shay, Jacob kind of go with hot and cold water. At first, he would not listen to Drake. It would only be Kendrick Lamar. Now he don't switch it up. What you think? You say Kendrick Lamar. Now he's saying Drake. Which one is it, Jacob?
he
Both. Both.
Is what?
said both of them
It's both. It's
underneath
both.
Sean. And
All
you know
right.
what? It's great to like both of them
Both
because
of them.
at the end of the day, we don't know these people, so you don't really have to pick. But it is
I
good that you like both of them.
I miss you, baby.
Hey, Shay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Uh, when did you first realize you loved music and wanted to rap?
When I first realized that I loved it and I wanted to rap, I would say I was a freshman in high school. That was when I wrote my first rap. It was ironically to a Tiger beat. So that was the first time I ever rapped. I knew I always wanted to try music. I used to want to be a singer, but I can't sing, y'all. So I had to figure out another game plan. So I
Okay.
wanted to become a rapper when I was in ninth grade.
Do you ever get nervous before you go on stage?
I do. Every time I go on stage, I get nervous. A lot of times, I'm still nervous when I'm on stage. A lot of times, I'll be like, "Oh my god!" Like, I hope I don't mess up. Like, I hope everybody's enjoying it. I find it to be hard both ways. You know?
Me too. Me too. I had to do a talent show.
Yeah.
What talent show? You want to
You
tell us what
did?
you did in the talent show?
Yeah.
What you do in a talent show?
I sung Mufasa.
You did. The one was like, "What did they say about my brother?" You sung
No,
that?
no. I give you a hint. I want to be king.
Oh, I just can't wait
Can't
to
wait
be a
to be
king.
king.
Yes, that's a good one. I didn't know you could sing.
Well, it kind of runs in y'all family, It kind of runs
It
in you
does.
guys' family. So,
Mm.
It
um,
does. You gonna be on my song? You gonna get on the song with me?
you
Or
said
you
you gonna get on the
shy?
song with us, Shay?
I'm not shy.
Okay.
Shay,
If I call you, you gonna pick up? You gonna come to the studio?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be looking for you.
Shay, is that right? You graduated from Northwest Missouri State.
I did. Yes.
What year was that?
2019. So right after I graduated college, that's when I wanted to shift my focus to my music. I wanted to graduate first and make sure I had like something up under my belt, had a degree up under my belt.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What?
That's amazing. That is actually amazing. Now, uh, and that was in what media?
Yep.
Did you get your degree in?
Mass media broadcast productions is a degree in mass communications. So I originally wanted to be a rap. I wanted to do it the ludicrous way where he was on the radio, but then he was able to play his own songs on the radio. I wanted to go that route, but it didn't pan out that way. But I'm happy the way that it panned out.
Gotcha. That's beautiful. Jacob,
What is your favorite snack before a recording?
Before recording, my favorite snack, I usually try not to eat before recording, but something that I picked up on that's a good trick is to drink honey before you perform or record.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say Pop Tarts.
Pop Tarts?
Yeah.
I don't know about Pop Tarts. My throat gonna be dry. Eat Pop Tarts.
oh man, Shay, what does it
I
mean? What does it?
I usually don't put them into the
What?
The toaster in the microwave.
the toaster
Okay.
What does
because
it
it
say?
says on the ingredients says put it in a toaster, but I don't.
You just eat it straight out the pack, huh?
Yeah, straight out the pack.
It
Yeah,
wastes no time. It's okay. I do too.
yeah.
Sometimes you
Because
gotta do what you
because,
gotta do.
because I don't want to wait there for too long.
Yeah, it do take too long. Like, come on now, we could bust it right out the bag right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And Shay, what does it mean being a Kansas City girl means to you? Being from Kansas City, what
What
does
was
that
that?
mean?
I'm sorry, your mic a little low.
What does that mean for you being from Kansas City?
What
What
does
it
it
means
mean
to
to
you?
be from Kansas City?
Uh huh.
It means a lot. Like it's a lot of culture here, rich culture, so much talent in Kansas City. And I honestly feel like we have the golden opportunity to really represent ourselves in a way that other people haven't seen. And that's the beauty in Kansas City is that our sound, we have a sound that anybody could listen to, and a lot of us artists are a lot different from one another, and we still have that mentality of no copying other people. Like, back in the day they'd be like, nah, don't do no biting, don't bite another artist. And that's what we kind of attribute to here. Other cities, everybody might sound the same, but
Mm-hmm.
here I do feel like everybody is different and diverse, and it means a lot to be from here. because this is just a great place to grow up too, you know?
Yeah. Here's another thing. I was listening to part of one of the lyrics, and you mentioned Larry Drew. Do you know who Larry Drew is?
Yeah, Larry June.
Oh, you
Yes,
said Larry
indeed. That's
Drew.
my, huh?
What was the name you said? I thought you said Larry Drew.
Oh, who is Larry Drew? Look,
No, what was the lyrics? What was the lyric? I remember. I think that's what
no,
what you said.
Larry June, like
that not.
June.
Oh, Larry Drew. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's a rapper from San Francisco. He was one of my top listened to rappers last year. And he has this ad lib where he be like, EDD.
Oh,
And
okay.
like he's super dope. You should check him out.
Okay. I was thinking you
You,
were saying Larry Drew, like the basketball player Larry Drew, that's from the Kansas side. He used to play in the NBA for a
Oh,
little bit. That's what I thought. And I was like, man, how does she know about Larry Drew? I don't even think
sorry
he
to
was
this
around.
man. I'm
but
sorry.
you,
Yeah, I don't know who he. You know who he
but
is, Jacob?
No,
no,
I
but
never
you
listened to him.
should collab with Luke Kang.
With Luke Kang.
Yes, Luke Kang.
You know what's crazy? I actually do have a collab with Luke Kang,
Mm,
and we haven't put it out yet, but
Do
we
you?
actually do have an unreleased track together.
Is that right?
Hmm.
That's
You,
that's crazy. And we were
He's
talking.
no,
amazing. I love
no,
him.
you're capping, right? You're capping,
Nope,
right?
nope. No cat, no
No,
So
cat.
so
no,
we had Luke Kang on probably
no.
about a month or so ago.
You should put it out right now.
But here's the deal. I,
Put
I,
it
I
out.
taught Luke Kang when I was at Northeast High School.
Okay,
And I would
you was
tell
her
her,
teacher.
yeah, I was the PE teacher there. And then I would train
Oh
her in
my god.
basketball too.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
what's up. That is. You see how like it's like a full circle moment, and like I don't know, Kansas City is just crazy because that happens to me a lot.
And then here's
Like
You
that's
another
should
a
put
thing.
it
real.
out. Can you please put out the
I know
song?
that's gonna be fire. I know
Put
it's
Yeah,
gonna
out
it's
be
the
really
fire.
dope.
song.
We
Put
definitely
out
did
the
our big
song.
one, and on the song we went back and forth. I can't wait to drop it.
Oh,
It just has to be
that's
the
gonna
right
be lit.
time.
I can. Boy,
Drop it right
boy,
now.
get the
Put my song. Put my voice in there. Put my voice in there. I miss you, baby. I miss you.
That's what you gonna say on there. I need you talking your stuff. I need you.
And
Talk about how you the goat. You the best.
me and Jacob listened to the collab from last year, July. It was you, Casey Young Boss, and I want to say y'all was on Tech Nine collabs.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to it, and I said, man, Shay got some stuff that people need to listen to, need to rock with. I say she really spins some bars. Now, I really listen. I tell my brother went to high school with Jew. That's what they call him, Jew Casey Young.
With me?
Jew went to center. So
Okay.
my brother went to center when he was here before he
Please.
went back to Chicago. So they all kind of went to high school together. But then I started picking up on Jew probably within the last probably year or so. And I kind
Okay.
of went back to the old stuff, kind of like with you as well. And I said, man, I got to get off this East Coast stuff because I was big on East Coast rap. Big on East Coast rap.
Yeah.
Big Nas, Jay-Z fan. Then I started listening to you with Casey Young Boss. Then Tech Nine come and I said, man, KC got some stuff that ain't nobody really. They starting to tap into like you and then Keisha Dow and Keisha on that one song with you that I just played. And I said, Miss Kush.
Yes.
And I said, man, KC is coming. I said, KC is coming, and people gonna realize that KC is coming. So, man, big ups to y'all, cause y'all are putting out some fire stuff though. So,
Thank you. Like I really do feel like we're going through a renaissance. I know a lot of people say that every few years, but I really do think something is about to break. I know so many artists that is doing great things in the industry and really making moves. Like Miss Kush, she's literally on tour with Keek the Sneak. You know, and Rob Lowe, she just created a song for Hot 103 Jam's theme. You get what I'm saying? And then like even like national, the Royal Chief, just different artists, Kai Colors. It's just so many artists out here that are really doing like big things out here that's like national, you know. And I honestly, Luke Kang, her being on Netflix, like I really do feel like eventually we're this bubble is going to pop. I even know artists, even producers. I know it's my friend of mine, LA the Brother Man. He's literally been on Billboard a couple of times, been on
No
the
way.
radio a couple of times with his production. And I
No way.
honestly think that we're on the road to something bigger than what we might be even ready for. Because the spotlight is definitely about to be on Casey.
Oh, that's love. Jacob, you got anything?
Put out the song for Luke Kang. When are you
He
gonna put out the
said nothing
song?
else. Put that song out.
Put the song out, please.
I
Put
got
the
you.
song out. I want to listen
And when
to
I
it.
put it out, I'm gonna give you a special shout out on there because you made me put it out. I got you.
Yeah.
Yes, cool.
And big and Shay, what would you say one of your challenges you had to overcome, and how did you do it?
One of the challenges I had to overcome was becoming a mom. um a lot of people will try to like shut you out after like for some reason when women have kids and they're like ambitious as well, a lot of people try to write them off and be like, no, the only identity you have is a mom, and that's all you're ever going to be. And I like the fact that I'm rewriting that narrative, and even other women that I know, um Miss Cush, I keep talking about it because she's just amazing. Like she's a mom, and I met her when she was pregnant. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? And she was doing a show, and meeting her at the studio, it was just amazing. And I feel like that was a big obstacle of mine because trying to figure out how do I adjust mentally, um how does my schedule adjust, how does my physical body adjust, like everything adjusts in a way that I'm not used to. But finding ways to get over those obstacles and finding ways to pivot, even though I have other and people trying to write me out because I am a mom, and pivoting to a more positive lane to where I am able to still do my music and be a mom at the same time.
Oh, that's nice.
Who do you want to collab with?
Who do I want to do a collab with?
Mm-hmm.
Local or
All
mainstream?
time.
All time. You know what sucks? The main people I be wanting to collab with be dead. It's so sad, y'all. It
Right,
be so sad.
Tupac.
Yes.
Tupac died at his like young age,
Yeah, he did. He was younger
and
than
he
me.
still can dunk to this day.
Yeah, like he was
And
younger than
Biggie,
me. Huh?
and Biggie died at a younger age.
Yeah, he was 24. And Tupac was
24.
25. That's very young. I'm
That's
28,
very.
So I would
Yeah.
say a person I would love to collab with is Kendrick Lamar for sure.
Or
I
SZA.
have to collab with Kendrick Lamar. That's literally my favorite artist of all time. Well,
Or,
one
or
of them.
SZA.
I like SZA. I would love to work with SZA. SZA would be a great artist to work with, but definitely Kendrick Lamar is dope. I
Yeah.
like Doechii. I like Larry June. He's
Beyonce.
another one.
Beyonce.
Of course, you got to work with the Queen now, and yeah, she's a big one. Yeah, she's a big one.
Now, how do you
I think she's
balance?
my top three.
Now, Shay, how do you balance being a mother and being a music artist? How do you balance that?
It ain't easy. You definitely have to juggle a lot, like especially if finding childcare. Like let's say it's like a late show and I have to be there at 8, and I might have to work the next day, or it might be challenging if I'm not able to find a sitter. Sometimes I have to bring them. So the way that I juggle it is I try to see which shows I could take them to and which ones I have to find a sitter for. So I have to be careful with which shows I accept, and I have to make sure that the people who help my family is able to keep him. So that way I don't have to cancel and things like that. So I'm pretty sure. So I try to be pretty smart and calculated about where I go and where I spend my time and use my energy, because it definitely matters. Because if I burn out the people who's helping me because I'm super busy and it might not even be worth it, then I'm just ASS'd out. I don't want to cuss. I'm sorry. I'm just out, like out of luck. So I try to just allocate my time to places where it's necessary. Like if I know I'm at least going to get paid, if I know I'm going to it's going to help my career, I'm going to definitely do it. But if it's something that I feel like it's not important enough for me to be able to find childcare, because a lot of times I have to come out of pocket for childcare, so I have to at least make money from it, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's pretty much how I juggle it.
And man, when you talk about family, let's talk about your family and how they've been supportive of you.
Oh my God. Yes, super, super, super supportive. Like I feel like my family is my biggest fans. I remember my mama waking me up. Summertime come, here come the flies. I remember my mom waking me up and out of my sleep, they'll be kicking it in the living room. And I'm probably like 16, 17 at this time. She would literally wake me up to make me rap. Like, you know, the equivalent of show us that little dance you be doing. That, but it was rap. And so anytime I have a show, they're front row cheering me on. They know all the lyrics. It doesn't matter where they at. They're gonna play my music. Any person that they meet, they're gonna say, "No, my daughter, the coldest rapper in Kansas City." You know, and even just my family, just anytime I'm doing something online, they share it. Anytime I need help with my son, they're definitely there to help. And it takes a lot of sacrifice for that too, because a lot of times they be wanting to come to the show too.
Yeah.
So they be mad, but it be worth it.
Mm-hmm. Jake, what else you got?
But but like how did you like just like do like shoot recording for 24 hours? How does that feel?
How does it feel to do like a lot of recordings?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, them was my glory days. Them was the best days of my life. I used to didn't leave the studio till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It was amazing. I would knock out like a lot of songs, and a lot of the times they would make the beats in front of us. You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be like, "Oh, okay, keep this, do this. Like, I like this. Let me hop on it." And it'll be just a gang of us at Code Red Studio. So shout out to Code Red, and shout out to LA the Brother Man. Like, it was definitely some dope nights, and Money Mike too. Like it was definitely some really dope nights that we had. It was really amazing. So it was a lot of fun recording a lot of songs.
How did
But
this?
who
How did
signed
this?
you on the records?
I'm actually independent. I don't have a record label.
Oh.
So you know,
Oh yeah.
can you touch on that for him? Explain to what's independent.
Okay, so independent means you know who TDE, Death Row Records, Bad Boy,
Yeah.
you know what they are, record labels.
Yeah, my dad
So
listened to them.
yeah, so they it's basically like a bank for artists. Basically, they will loan you money so they can promote your music and sell like your merchandise, like T-shirts and different stuff, and they will pretty much make you famous.
Uh,
And basically, they will front all the costs for promotions, marketing, get you on like big shows, like you know, like award shows. All these big grand things, get you on TV shows and make it to where like you're famous and everybody knows who you are. But the catch is you got to pay them back. So everything that they spend on you, you have to pay it back. You have to do what they call break even. So whatever they spend, they want to make that and
like
then some. And
50%,
whatever you make after that, you get to keep.
like 50% of your company, like
Hmm.
50%.
Yep. And they own, and that's another thing. They might own your music. But if you're independent, you have to do all of that work yourself and you have to front all the money yourself. But when the money comes back in, it all goes to you and you own all of your music and you own the rights to play your songs wherever you want, and people have to pay you for it and not a record label.
And Shay, what do you? Because also we have a lot of followers that's kids. What do you want kids to learn from your journey?
I would say what to learn from my journey.
Mm-hmm.
For one, is media literacy. That's going to be very smart. That's going to be very critical for y'all in the future because it's a lot of propaganda out there and a lot of stuff that's not real that will try to influence your mind, included in music and in TV shows and streaming and different things. People will try to make you think, they will try to brainwash you into thinking what they want you to think so they could sell you something. Um Learn how to read between the lines with music as well. Pick and choose wisely what you bring your energy to, and understand that in my journey you always have to work 10 times harder to get half of what the dominant society has.
And Jacob, what's that final question you have on your paper?
What advice would
No, the
you
other one,
give
the last
to
one.
a young person who wants to chase their dreams?
She already
What
answered
advice
yours.
would I
What's
give
your,
them?
yeah, what advice?
I would say to stay consistent, stay focused, um make sure to plan everything you do, and the most important thing is to actually drop your music. Nothing will be perfect, and that's okay. As long as you strategize, plan, stay consistent, and stay focused, everything will work out in your favor.
And one
Whatever you
last,
set your intentions to is what will happen for you.
and one last and final question, Shay, before we let you get out of here. Would you rather have your own movie or your own video game?
My own movie or video game? I would say movie. I feel like that would tell my story better than anything else. A video game that puts others in control of, like, basically me. So I would say a movie because I get to write my own narrative.
That's good. And Shay, before we get out of here, tell the people where they can find you at. Find you and
Okay.
your music.
Okay, so you can find me up under ShayLyriq. It's spelled ShayLyriq, and it's with a Q, not a C, people. A Q, not a C. And I'm on all streaming platforms, and you can follow me at ShayLyriq as well. And again, ShayLyriq.
We're
Link
gonna
in my page. Link in
thank
my
you,
bio.
thank you from Jacob
Yes,
and
indeed.
I, Bushy Head Boy.
Might show the
We
trick
just want
shot.
to say thank you, and then also we'll have a package to you as well. We're gonna get one out to you very soon of what he got on. Show the shirt you got on.
Let me see. Let me see. Check the fit. Yeah,
So
yeah. I
again, we want
see
to say
you.
thank you, Shay, and we cannot wait for you to drop that collab with you and Luke Kane.
Thank you.
Y'all
Let
gonna
me
And
show
get
you
definitely
that
together?
stay
trick shot.
tuned for that.
Let me
And
do a
I
trick
appreciate
shot.
y'all having me on. I love to hear. And you guys are awesome. Thank you. Keep
Yeah,
going.
thank you, cuz. Have a good one. We love you.
You too. Later.